Hello, wonderful LARP watchers, and welcome back to the stream. It is the Super Happy Fun, Mega Super Fun Time D&D stream.
There's a mega in there.
Super Mega.
Super Mega Monday stream.
Mega Monday.
Mega Monday.
Monday is always
Indeed. Right, we're a little bit late because TFL is, as someone else said, is a combat rating 30 encounter, which delayed Jackal by 45 minutes. Zero fun. I got some updates. We gave away the dice to the Michael, who put the best comment on YouTube for where I lost the episode, who, thank goodness, lived in America. Brilliant. And then, because I am an idiot, I uploaded the wrong episode. Again, in the wrong order.
What free dice?
Luckily, someone noticed pretty quick and messaged me, and I put the right one up. And they had a really good name as well. Their name was Nut, and they're from Norway. So I sent them some dice as well.
Which ones did you send?
I sent him the Phoenix dice, and I sent Michael my cursed butterfly dice.
You mean the best dice
Not
ever?
really a
So now I'm cooking gas on these bat dice.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
very
You get all of the dice we use on the show from critic.co.uk, who sponsor us and supplied all of our dice and make far too much money selling amazingly nice dice. So thank you for those as always. I don't think we've got any other announcements. That's it. We're trying to get to 15 subs so we can have more things. I've ordered the artwork because we got some token bits from last time.
So you can't kill us yet?
No, so that has been ordered. Hopefully that will only be a couple more days because they're normally pretty quick. A lot of time and effort goes into badly drawn art. Can we show on screen very quickly the artwork we had of Red?
Oh, it's now my screen back.
No, we'll show it at the end and then I'll put it up on the Facebook group now that Red's actually here.
Yay. Yeah, it's now like the wallpaper for my phone.
Oh, it was Jaden930 who got the cursed dice.
Plus.
I think it was a good comment. It was a good comment. Right, let's do this. So we're going to backtrack time-wise slightly to Red and Jackal.
Yeah.
Um,
Medic Team Supreme.
You're currently on the top of this mountain. Cliffs all around you in all directions. To the south, you've got the village of Kresk. It looks quite small from down here. You can see the winding path going down. The sun is beginning to set. You've got maybe 45 minutes to get down from where you are at the moment to get down to the village before nightfall. You're outside of the kind of inner complex, and you're outside, so there's still a lower wall around, and you're at kind of like a northern, it was like scrubland where they're growing root vegetables, carrots and things like that, turnips, stuff like that. Both of you were up there having a little look at it. The ground itself, there's a permafrost to it. The stuff that's growing here, the yields they must be getting would be incredibly low. From your knowledge, the amount of land they've got here to grow enough food for how many people are inside is just not sustainable. You could maybe sustain comfortably 8 or 9 people from how much you see is growing here, and they were sustaining, 60, 70 people? So unless they were stealing food or other things from other places, yeah. Is there anything you want to be doing while you're at this? So there's a couple of scarecrows around, but not a great deal. As you look out into the mist with the sun beginning to set slowly to the north, you can see the mountain ranges and the mist gradually getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Imagine it as if you were looking out in a misty night at sea. It's really awkward to tell how far you're looking or how thick the mist gets at certain points, because it's just constant. And eventually it builds up until you just see a grey blur.
I want to be checking the crops to see like, if anything is actually at a harvestable level, just like a quick look over to see if anything like...
Yeah, give me survival or knowledge nature. Do you want to be having a look as well, Red?
Yeah, I'll give him a hand.
7.
Rerolling that. 13.
7.
Wait, no. 15.
15. A few bits. It's a risky game up here of everything looks like it's about to die. It is on the brink of them having workable crops or workable anything. One bad freeze, one horrendous storm, and it would just completely wipe this out. The scarecrows don't seem to be doing their job at all. As you then look back to the wall, and again, in certain places you can still see up on the wall more scarecrows wearing old rusted armour. From up close it's very obvious what's happening. So you're quite a way round to the north. So if this was the whole of the area, you guys kind of came up here, you're up here. Then you've got the main complex, and then the little gate in here, and then the bit you guys came in here, and then the hill running down. From directly south of you, you hear a blood-curdling... Give me a knowledge nature.
What? Curdle your blood. 10. Fish. Curdle your blood.
19.
Too busy looking at the crops.
No, 18, sorry. Nature.
You hear a howl, so loud, so close. At first, you almost want to repeat it. You want to echo it as if it was in your pack. But there's something completely off about it. It's not a howl of knowing that they're there or saying that you're in my territory. It's a howl of a wolf in pain. It's a howl of a wolf in agony. The hairs on the back of your neck can't help but go up as you hear it. Very high-pitched, long, probably lasts a good 8 or 9 seconds. Instantly, the mist around you, as you're looking down the sides, starts to get a lot thicker, very, very quickly. It's almost as if it's being gathered in. Imagine you're watching like a video of a storm at sea, and the footage has been sped up. It's that kind. It's like just like a wall is just moving in around you and around the base. It doesn't come over the top of the hill onto this plateau, but stays a good couple of meters below it. Looking down to the path now, you can barely see it.
Looks like we're camping out here.
You've not seen the others. When you came outside, you would have been aware that Gabriel came out with you, but went to the south, to the graveyard.
Where did we hear the howl from?
From the south.
Is that where the path down is as well?
Ish, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to draw my axe and get my shield out and cast light on the axe. So I've got a bit of more vision. And then I'm going to start going towards where Gabriel had headed to.
Yeah, I'll follow behind.
As you invoke this magic on your axe, you're used to it going a good 30 foot away from you. But it is the fog is a lot denser, and it's barely going sort of 10, 15 foot away from you. And Red, when you're not next to Jackal, you can really see it makes him stand out. The amount of light, because it's lighting the fog up around you, you can notice he stands out a long way.
It's fine, we need to regroup, right? Everyone come?
As you start making your way down the south, can you both give me a perception, please?
Hey, as usual, I rolled a 1.
5.
Enjoying our
Pardon?
detective agency.
5.
I always fail.
Where are you fixated? On the south, where this noise came from?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I'm looking for Gabriel because that howl came from the area he's from.
So as you start making your way down, heading south, are you staying close to the high inner wall, or you've got like a good 20-foot gap?
Close to the wall. I want to have something on my side so I'm at least, somewhat protected.
You hadn't managed to clear out all of the bodies of the mongrel folk. And there's the one that you Hesia set fire to currently outside of the wall hasn't been dealt with, but you knew that inside Constance and slowly dealing with them, giving them last rites.
No time for this now. We got more important things. Keep pressing.
As you walk past, looking into the distance to try and work out what made the noise. What is your armor class, please, Red?
Red.
Armor class is 15.
Eyes up, vigilant, waiting for whatever wolf is gonna... So the creature, as you're walking past the mongrel folk, dives at your leg, moving not how it was in life, as its red eyes look towards you, as a claw digs into your thigh, and then it takes a bite into your calf. It takes 7 points of damage in total as you let out a little yelp.
I'm gonna step down it with
Yep.
the spear.
Give me a roll to hit.
17.
Eats a hit.
What does this spear do? 6. That is 10 points of damage.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I crit.
Nice.
Rolled a 6. Plus
Sorry,
4.
my language is horrendous tonight. You can tell it's a Monday.
I tell you what, if I had my blood spear, I'd be able to do more damage.
Reacting on impulse, you strike down with the spear very, very quickly, having it impaled right into the creature's neck. It doesn't yelp, it doesn't cry out. Just blackish red blood falls out of the wound as you struggle to withdraw your spear, but you do. Its head lolls to the side slightly. It doesn't seem to care at all in any way.
I'm jumping back and I'm going to try and chop off the head with my axe. And
Give me a roll to hit, please. Another 1, please.
18 plus 6.
Yeah, big. Give me some damage.
7 damage.
Nice.
It's not a plant, I assume.
A plant.
A plant?
It's a bane axe for plants.
I forgot about your bane axe. As you swing down the enchanted axe, if you remember, this creature had almost like a donkey snout and like a hoof and had a cloak tight around it, but that's all fallen back now. As you chop into the side of its neck, as it rolls back and falls to the floor, you can see its neck completely open, its head sitting at an awkward angle. But still, both of its claws come forward at you, Red. Take 5 points of damage as one of them strikes true. Its eyes not fixed on you at all, as it's just thrashing wildly.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab at it again. 11.
That's a hit. It's not really making much.
6.
It's enough. As its head to the side, it's not hard to strike, as you just again bring it down through its chest, pinning it to the floor, hitting the permafrost ground. Your spear stops dead as the body of this creature thrashes 1-2 seconds longer, and it slides down your spear, lifeless to the floor.
Red's gonna investigate it, see, because it looked dead. It was dead, but now it's not. What can I roll for that? Nature?
It's a heal check, actually.
Heal check.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As
A
weird as
medicine
that
check.
is. Yeah. Medi-Sammy.
No, I'm re-rolling that. That was a 13, then it changed to a 1 at the last second. That is 23. No, 22.
So you've seen something like this before. As you have a look at it, you
Is it a
met
parasite?
it outside Valaki.
It's not parasite.
And it was... The ones that you met were like ancient versions of this. They've been around for a very long time. You believe this is some kind of zombie, but not. It seems to, as you're investigating and having a look at the body, from what you can remember, the body parts work even when completely separated from the others. And as you're thinking that, you notice you haven't paid too much attention to its head. As it takes 2 snaps at your hand, but you're quick enough just to... but then the eyes roll back in its skull.
I'm going to set it on fire. Produce flame, just going to...
Makes sense.
You can hear the sounds of mass combat from within inside. The shouts of arcane spellcasting, the cries for retreat, a yelp of pain.
Which voices are we recognising?
You'd hear Constance bark an order of 2, and Hesia calling upon wild magics from within inside. Also, a lady's not particularly French voice.
No Gabriel, though.
No Gabriel.
How close is the entrance to the inner part?
To the big entrance, you're very close to it.
Okay.
The door is slightly ajar.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out for Gabriel. We're at the entrance. We've got to help our companions, and I'll kind of cast light on the like the door handle of the kind of wall or the wall right by the entrance to kind of illuminate it, to make it stand out a bit more in the mist. And head towards the entrance, I guess.
Yeah. As you poke your head in the entrance, as Red is just decimating and setting fire to this corpse now, you can see a tactical withdrawal happening as they have Constance, Hesia, and Esmeralda have gone all the way back to the abbey. And are being pursued by a lot of these creatures.
15, was it?
I think you'll find Constance barrel rolling me into the abbey if I remember correctly.
As you then look out into this field, they've done a lot of damage to them. Some are on fire, shambling forwards. There's probably about 10 of them, 10 of them down. But there's probably still 50 up.
50?
50.
Okay.
As you shout and make yourself aware, you get their attention.
Yeah. Are these the bodies of the people that were in the cages that we didn't lock?
Walking and looking towards you now with piercing red eyes, most of them naked or in rags, bits of fur, some scales, different mouths, different snouts, some lizard-like, some more fur, some having bear qualities, some insectile, some with 2 free arms, some with 1 arm, some with multiple legs, some without, shambling. Not zombies, perfectly quiet. They don't make any sound. They don't shout for brains. Uniformed. Their heads turn at onward angles towards you. Probably the best part of 40 of them. Turn on their heels and start making their way towards the door.
How fast are they? They're like normal human speed?
Slightly slower than normal moving speed.
So like walking, basically.
A little bit faster than walking.
Crap.
They'll be at the door in a turn or 2.
We need to get back, go back to there's the outer wall had the guardhouse where the 2, okay, we're going to go back to the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Let's get back. I'll kick the doors closed if I can.
Yeah, you can push it shut.
Yeah.
It's locked from the inside.
Yeah. Okay, never mind then. I'll just kind of give it a kick as I kind of half close it.
As you turn to see Red, you have finished. The smell of burnt hair, burnt flesh, whatever clothes were left on this poor wretched creature, burnt up from the mixture of Hessia setting fire to it earlier and you setting fire to it now. It is most definitely no longer in this plane.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
So, on this plateau, abbey top of this cliff, so it's about 400 foot down, climbing. It is very misty. Which way are you going? South, north?
Towards the guardhouse, wherever that was.
Yeah.
It was to the south, along towards the entrance.
Yeah.
I've got the light on my axe still kind of in front of me, guiding.
As you start to run through the mist, the light is doing nothing to burn it away or to consume the mist at all. Like driving in night when you've got your lights on full. It's not particularly helping until you turn it off and realise it's very dark without it. As you run, you'd be very aware that, Jakul is standing out. How close are you to him?
Relatively close. Like, within touching distance.
Within touching distance. Can you both give me a perception, please?
9.
11.
As you run, you make your way down. You can hear something in the mist. There's someone talking. You can't make out the voices. It's coming round a little bit to the side of the gatehouse, further round, not through the gate. It would be slightly out of your way to investigate, but with the fog being as thick as it is, you can't see it, but you can hear a voice. Human, male, that's about all you've got, I'm afraid.
Is it like spell kind of chant, or is it kind of like conversation-y?
No, conversational.
Not bothered. No. I'm gonna give a quick shout to say, Gabriel, the bodies are coming back to life. We're going to the guardhouse, or something like that, along those lines. They're undead. It's not like it's going to help make a difference.
Anything you want to do? Where
No,
you
I'm
going?
getting
Guard's
out of the way.
house?
Getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Guard's
I'm
house.
little.
Door barricade.
I'm little and I've already hit twice.
As you run across this frozen terrain, you're on a path, so there's no chance of you falling over. Excuse me, my belly's going crazy. You make your way into the guardhouse, the iron gate on the outside of it, and the wall very low, broken in various places. And as soon as you look out, there is a sea of fog.
Yeah.
Not just fog, as you look at it. Both give me another perception. Sorry, it's a bit dice rolly.
Getting low today. It's 8.
5. No, it's 8 again. Me as well.
Perception, it's hard.
Why do I make you roll?
We are the perception fails. So.
If it was like Call of Cthulhu, you'd be fine. It's like, I'm not seeing anything to scare me. I'm fine.
This is why we need Gabriel.
Gabriel is the only one of us
go
who ever
insane.
spots anything.
As you look out into the fog, it's more of like an ocean of fog now. You can see the top of it, where it's thicker, and it bubbles and moves as if it was in a storm.
Oh.
And then there's an area where it's almost like something passes through it. Like something is swimming past cloudy water in front of you.
Into the guardhouse, I
Yeah.
say? Into the guardhouse.
Getting away from whatever that is.
Barricade the door if we can.
As you jump into the dark guardhouse, it's got a wooden door in it. It's quite homely in here.
Lovely.
There's a shovel.
That's the first thing I've been thinking.
Is that what everyone thinks of homely when they're like?
Yeah, a shovel.
Define
I drop my axe and I pick up that shovel. That is my new weapon. What is going through your mind? Are you looking out the window? Are you? I'm immediately checking into the guardhouse. Like I've got the light on my axe, so as I step in, it should illuminate the room to some extent if the mist is not in here, and I'm gonna just make sure there's nothing in here with us.
Okay.
Once the door's shut, looking out the window.
Okay. Looking out the window, give me a perception. Inside, I'll tell you what you see.
Oh, crit!
13.
I've never been so happy about a good
We
perception
didn't
roll.
fail.
23.
As you get into this guardhouse, you can see there's a small wood burner with a cast iron, ancient-looking kettle on top of it. Another cloak. The shovel, and that's about it. Enough for one bed and a table. There's not much in here at all. The walls look old, and in some places you can see through them without looking through the windows.
Are the windows kind of like secure windows, or are they just like big open holes in the walls?
Which do you think?
It's supposed to be a guardhouse, so unless it's really badly,
I mean, I'll accept
Yeah,
bars.
yeah, like some sort of
Yeah, totally not.
no.
The ruins of frames sit within them.
Okay. Yeah. What's outside? Did you see anything?
As you poke your head out the window, it's your ears at first. You hear the sound of someone or something being dropped. You hear a bounce, as if someone had just pushed a rock off the side of the cliff. You then see something fly through the air in the form of a bird or a bat or some kind of small creature towards the abbey, but then it's lost in the mist very quickly.
Are the zombies following us?
Almost definitely.
Can we see them or just hear them?
Which would you prefer?
Hearing is fine.
Also, can we still hear like Constance and Hessia?
No.
All right. I'm going to. If we can't see the zombies yet, no or yes.
As you look out the window, you'd have to kind of like poke your head out the side for a little bit to see the direction they're coming from, but they're coming towards you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that shovel, cast light on the handle, and then I'm gonna huck it like a spear in like a direction to the side.
Can you do a dexterity throw to see if you can hit one of them?
I'm not gonna hit them. I'm gonna try and guide them.
Your yeet modifier.
The shovel.
I'm gonna try and throw it to the side to kind of like be like a. Because I had the light on my axe, I'm going to try and guide them with the light to the side somewhere.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Hucking it
Again.
as far as I can.
Oh, we had an error sound.
Ooh. Error. 1020.
Oh, maybe it's just my laptop.
Yeah, I think it's just your laptop.
It's all working over here.
We just saw all that's happened is you've just done this for a second.
The shovel, it was gone. Error.
It did not exist.
Or just abuse fairy fire. I mean, I could abuse fairy fire. I do have it.
Oh, no, that was just my internet. Thank God.
Projectile everywhere.
As you throw the shovel, it lights up and you can see what a beacon it makes in the mist now. Looking at it.
You're a dumb zombie.
Johnny, give me a d20. This is how many have followed you out.
17.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Ouch.
My bad.
Thanks.
You and your good rolls.
As you do a quick head
You're a
count,
bit too good.
you would say there's about 17.
If only I had another level 3 spell.
Shambling, moving towards you, silent in the mist, they begin to move out towards you. You can see them becoming more and more firmed outlines as they get closer and closer. They're probably about 30 foot away at the moment. They make no sounds of groans or grumbling. You look into their eyes, a mixture of feral, some cats, some dogs, some reptilian eyes.
The shovel doesn't distract them at all.
It's drawn some to the side, to the light.
Oh yeah, like the 3 of the 20.
As they continue to come towards you.
Can we, how feasible would it be to barricade this place?
Are they within range?
What for?
A big spell.
Yeah, probably. They're about 30 foot away at the moment.
Cool, because it just says within range for this, because you
What's
can
the spell?
place
Range
an
is-
ice storm.
300 feet.
300 feet.
It's a long range.
I've got one biggie spell left, and this does a lot of damage.
Hit me with it. What does it do?
They have to do... So, a hail of rock hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, at a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature will take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save,
Bloody hell.
or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, I'll say you'll hit a d10 plus a d8 worth. Oh, jeez.
So you could get 18
Or
out of
are you
17.
rolling it? Or...
Yeah, I will, because I'm an idiot. I rolled quite high. Okay, you've hit quite a few of them.
Okay. How many is a few?
How much damage do you do?
What is the DC on the save?
2d8.
The DC on the save, that's my... Which is it?
Your spell DC save, so if you go, it's your middle
14
block.
spell DC.
Doesn't the DM have a negative?
He does have a negative.
To be fair, I wouldn't make
No,
you
not
roll that.
now.
That's not like it.
That's not now.
Look, I know Thunderwave is the only spell I never need, but this is the first time I get to use my big boy Ice Storm spell.
Okay.
2d8.
So give me some damage, please.
So 2d8, and then I need some more d6s, please.
Oh, well. Yeah.
I need 2 more d6s. So
What are the D6?
that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and 5, 10, 11, 17 points of ice damage, cold damage, and then half as much on a successful throw.
Okay, so how much frozen? Cold damage, sorry?
17 cold damage and 12 bludgeoning damage. My big boy spell. And that's it.
So does it stay there, or is it just one?
It will Hailstones will turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
That's one hit damage.
One hit damage.
Nice.
One hit damage, and then now they
they're
find it.
slowed.
Now they're slowed down.
As it rains down, shards of ice and rock fall. You see the mist just forming up and then raining down on them. Smashes into their defenseless bodies. You hear bones crack, skulls split open. Some of them, more through luck than anything else, sort of tumble out of the way. But you reckon you get a good 9 of them full on.
Sweet.
Some of them causing great amount of damage to their heads as they then start to crawl to you. But still this wave continues.
How many are there left?
About 5 took it and managed to sort of stumble, got just the edges of it. 3 look very fresh, and 10 got pretty obliterated by it.
Nice.
As they continue to stumble and move through the storm towards you, they'll be upon you next round.
Okay, how many entrances are there into here? It's like
You've got the door
What
and the
next?
window.
we kind of barred the door, so they're going to come for the window. Okay, I'm going to stand in front of the window, and I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself, which I call forth spirits to protect me. They flit around you in a distance of 15 foot for the duration. If you are good, they appear angelic. Beautiful, obviously. Beautiful like me. Then, when you cast this spell, you can designate any other creatures who are unaffected by it. So red's unaffected. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. And when a creature enters the area for the first time or start their turn in the area, they make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed saving throw, they take 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, half as much.
Love
You
some
might as
rain.
well
I'm just going to
walk
stand
out.
there, yeah.
Let's open the door.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of just be there kind of to funnel them into me and like...
Come to me.
I turn it up.
So you stand at the window. Do
Waiting for them to funnel into
you want to roll 3d8 for me?
Yeah,
So
sure.
as they walk into it,
As they walk into it, fit within 15 feet, they
Yeah.
take the damage.
and what's the DC?
It's...
Okay, let me
It's
split this up. So the first 3, 1 saves.
Yeah, Wisdom saving throw, DC 14. 16. Radiant.
So 15. Oh, jeez. They're all gone, even if they save. And it's half damage for a save.
Half damage for a save. So I've
Okay.
got 16, so... And it's radiant damage. I assume it's going to do well.
Red. As you invoke this big spell and ice rains down, still they come on as your heart stops briefly. You see Jakul step up to the window, muttering a prayer to mirror out.
Sorry?
Have you got
Having the mirror
your holy
Yeah,
symbol
I've
out?
got my holy symbol out, and like the spirits that kind of come around me are kind of like almost reflections of me.
No.
Of course they are.
It said angelic, so yeah. There you go.
The mist gets burnt away briefly in here. A warm energy fills you with hope. As the first creature that pushes itself and tries to clamber through the window is almost like it's crawling into fire that you can't see. As its hand comes forward, you can see the skin getting melted away as the bones keep coming forwards as it falls to the floor. But next, as they try to come forwards through the small gap, you can hear some of them bashing on the door. But the bashing soon stops.
Excellent.
You take a moment to look around, and out of my 17, there seems to be 4 left. And those ones you can see some of the missing brains split open, bleeding heavily with this thick black blood falling into their fur. The ice shards that you've rained down stuck into the floor, piercing some of them onto the floor itself as they continue to try to come towards you mindlessly.
This lasts 10 minutes, by the way.
Every round that happens.
If they're within the 15 foot. It's a concentration as well, though, so
Okay.
they can try and disrupt it if they want.
If they want.
Nice.
How long have you had that spell for?
It's a 3rd level spell. I only like put it out
Some big
recently.
boy spells.
I'm never usually like in a combat like surrounded by things. Like it's not that common.
Yeah, but still, it's
Pretty
good though.
Yeah.
I've mostly
spell.
been doing support stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
What are you going for?
There's still some alive.
But they don't look fresh.
They're pretty close, aren't they?
Well, I think they're going to get burnt out by Jakul.
I just kind of like,
stand there.
You can tell wiggling.
yeah. Looking around, looking at myself.
I don't want to push him away from him because he's doing a good job. I'm just going to do some cantrips. I'm just going to fling flames at them.
Yeah, give me a roll hit, please.
2. Yeah.
You produce flames, send it spiraling out, somehow managing to miss in the mass as it just strikes into one of the small ice you've made. So they have to do another saving throw.
If they're within the range, though, yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're just going to keep coming.
It'll be enough to wipe them.
Yeah. If they start their turn within that range, they take damage again.
Your radiance burns these creatures to the floor.
Ho ho.
There's no twitching, there's no movement. A lot of them look like they've been burnt badly, but there were no flames. There's just silence now outside.
I'm gonna stay near them and kind of walk around and check with the bodies to make sure.
Opening the door?
Happening. Not yet.
So none actually
Looking out
made
for
it through the window.
Okay. Oh, they're all outside. Okay.
You just glowed at them.
Is this just like a single room, or is there an upstairs?
Single room. There probably was an upstairs in its prime, but now there is not.
Peering out the window, then.
Yeah, there's just carnage. You can see this huge area with still ice shards stuck into the ground, piercing a lot of the zombies in place. And then as they've slowly filtered into your range, just been burnt up.
Shall we return to the others?
Try to find them.
Yeah. Open the door. I'm keeping this spell up. I'm concentrating on it. 10 minutes if I can.
So I just seen the chat, it's good.
Yeah.
Don't read it, Matt, don't read it.
Why?
As you start making your way back across the foreground, how are you feeling for these creatures? What is going through your
They
heads?
shouldn't be alive. So not really. Probably sad that they became that, or somebody made them that, but not really feeling guilty for putting out their misery.
Okay.
Because because one, like, first of all, if they were still alive, abomination.
Yep.
Against nature. Second of all, zombies, abomination against nature. What is dead should stay dead. So Red is sort of like sad that they were in that situation, but also has to be done. They can't just be let to roam around.
As you contemplate their existing for a second, walking across, you make your way back to the main door, which has been fully pushed open now. As you do, you can see that. You can feel there's been a change. No longer do you feel like you are on ground that should be consecrated. You'd recognise this feeling straight away. It's weak, but there is a weak consecration in place now here.
Oh, so the consecration is returned.
Has indeed.
Oh.
As soon as we reach the door, or
As soon as you step over the threshold, and as you look round, you can see all of what was left inside are dead now as well.
You're welcome. Okay. Head towards the chapel where we saw them fleeing into.
You can see the outside of the door has been badly bashed and attacked and scraped, but the metal studs through. There's some blood on them from where these creatures have just thrown themselves at it, but weren't able to penetrate it. You guys inside? We jump back to you.
When we're on the wall.
We're way past that. Yeah.
Pardon?
We're on the wall, aren't we? On the wall.
You were still inside.
Oh yeah, in the hospital.
So you're in the hospital.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I just don't go into that light.
You stand victorious, mace in hand, over the broken surgery table.
Yep.
The demon of chains, no longer rattling, spinning, trying to catch you. His corpse is still here. But the table, not completely split, but is definitely damaged. As you stand, a couple of deep, slow breaths after just bringing the mace down on it.
It was
the
The Warhammer.
Does it feel consecrated at all?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't feel like it did. I don't know if it's just a lack of whatever malignant effect was here created by that thing, or if it's actually consecrated again, but it doesn't feel wrong anymore.
Maybe we have to fully break that table.
We should smash it some more.
Anything you can smash it with those, that mace.
Smash the table with the mace.
I like the mace.
Do it.
Was there any kind of, like, I can't remember what the effect was when I smashed the chains on the table.
Smashing the.
Because I didn't know which one was the one that was the anchor.
I think it's the table.
Yeah, but there wasn't any kind of big flash of very obvious light or anything that
Angelic music.
Yeah. Oh, you've completed your quest.
Everything is consecrated once more.
Not so much.
No. Okay. Fine. Pick a mace. That's the wrong order. Put my shield on my back. Hook up the hammer to my belt again. Pick up the bloody mace.
It's a big lump.
Smash it into the table.
Yeah. Give me roll a hit. Just see how good you are.
Okay.
How clean your strike is.
12.
That's not crap. It's a big overhead. And give me the damage and let me know how much holy and how much normal, please.
It's 9 plus my strength, isn't it? So that's 12 regular, and I'm guessing it's now 2d8.
It is indeed.
And 2 ones! 2 radiant.
2 radiant damage.
2 radiant damage.
Adam, what was the
40 damage or something ridiculous like that.
You used up all your religious stuff.
You smash down on it with your force.
Don't you have any rerolls?
The table shatters slightly more as this radiance is forced into it.
Fine. I hit it again. the last remaining dregs of... That is a 17.
Yeah, 1d8.
That is 12 regular again, and 6 radiant.
6 radiant. Okay. Finishes the job.
Oh, bye-bye, mace.
How does it feel now?
Can I do an investigation check?
Yeah, religion. Check,
Religion?
please.
Okay. 19.
Ooh, nice.
Plus 20.
As you poke around it, you have heard of items and artifacts like this holding power. When you were in the Durst family mansion, when you were underground there, you saw something very similar to this, where they were sacrificing people inside an altar. This is a different kind of altar. These, from what you saw of the ghosts here, they definitely were trying to help people. This was not a, we're going to bring people here to mess them up kind of surgery. This was a, we are here trying to genuinely help people. But just over time, there are numbers of bodies that must have died here, sacrificed or not, with evil spirits and other things in the area. They got drawn to this area, drawn to the table itself, turned it into their own shrine, managed to corrupt from within.
It feels like some sort of unintentional shrine that has become corrupted.
Oh no, you were on the wall because you went outside. Oh, sorry. I got my timings wrong.
It's alright.
And then you finish in here, and then go out to the wall.
Yes.
I guess so.
Sorry. Bad DM. Bad DM.
I feel like we missed it.
Yeah, so it definitely feels like an unintentional shrine to what has happened for sure. But it is now as complete as you could make it, destroyed. There are probably priests and clerics who could completely consecrate this ground properly. But what's done is done.
Exercised it as much as...
Yeah, you've done as good as you think you could have. You make your way out, round the wall.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot where we finished last time. That was completely my fault. Sorry. As you look down, you see near the door these two, looking not too worse for wear.
I've still
Little
got the
worse for
spirits
wear.
flying around me.
Tiny bit.
Can everyone give me... No, don't need to give me any kind of save, sorry.
No, I would have been.
You see, standing on the high wall past the south side, Strahd, tall and proud, sword by his side, but he's not wearing his cloak. Standing against the wind and the mist. His eyes look out towards you. As he looks at each of you in turn, and simply steps backwards, arms outstretched, and falls off the wall, out of sight, into the mist.
Nice.
God, he's so dramatic.
If only the DM didn't fuck up where you guys had been left. Sorry. You guys look up, you would see these guys.
We're all
Hessia's,
together.
yeah, Hessia's not looking so fresh.
I'm looking pretty bad.
We'll open up the abbey.
Hmm?
We'll open up the abbey, and we walk into the abbey.
Okay, I'll go towards the main door. I'll drop the concentration of the spirit guardians as well.
Open the door, let them in.
What happened?
A fiend.
A chain fiend.
Chain fiend. Probably someone. That's alright. Constant dealt with it.
Yeah. That was me. That was the mace.
What mace?
The noise.
She's carrying a massive mace.
What mace?
The mace that the
This mace.
angel used.
I thought,
The
okay.
angel had. The diva had. So while you were out in the garden,
Yep.
these two came in here because there was a glowing light and the things around the garden. And then the Deva's ghost spirit, they basically put the mace into its head and absorbed it into the mace and then just destroyed a altar of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that why I feel a bit more of the consecration coming back to the land?
I guess so.
It's definitely not consecrated yet,
Is it not?
like fully, but there's a sense of
But
good
somebody
here.
could consecrate
Yes.
it.
Where's is like the altar the source in the chapel, or is there like a
hard to
source
say.
to it?
There's that stained glass window.
There is that nice stained glass window.
Considering
yeah.
the phase of the moon, it would be good if we could maybe consecrate, if you can.
That
Jacob?
sounds like a good plan. I don't think we're getting down. Is the mist still around as well? As far as we can tell. Misty mist? Mist?
Pardon?
Is the
Is
mist
the mist
still
still
around?
around?
Still thick, but not as thick as it was.
Okay. I don't think it's a good idea to go down if we can't here. If I can get this consecration going.
I think it would be good for all of us if we could take a bit of a rest here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't think of anywhere better, considering it's now full moon, and Hessia
Yes,
has
we-
been counting down the days till the full moon, and somehow it's
Strahd has
3
just
days
lost
skipped.
5 days we were meant to have had.
What?
Have you not noticed the massive full moon outside, which was meant to be 5 days away?
As you look up, the moon is full
Oh.
in the sky.
Oh, come on. Oh,
The witches said we had till the full moon to get back to them.
okay, you all rest up. I
Well, I
put my hand on her shoulder and I pump a heal into you. Cure wounds.
I mean, I can sleep, then I can heal that way, but...
Yeah.
Don't you have that orb? That means that you can.
Yeah, but then I won't...
8
Presumably I
health.
won't heal.
Gain 8 health.
Thank you.
A beautiful warmth gets pumped through you. Some of your wounds close. They're still sticky with blood. Clothes around them still ripped.
I'm still pretty poorly.
Yeah,
Right.
you're still pretty.
I'm going to find the source of what is left of this consecrated ground. You all who are injured, rest up. And yeah, I'm going to start investigating.
I'll join you.
Okay.
What are you going to do with the mace? Does
Um,
it have any power left?
I had hoped that if it did have any power, it could be left here as a item to be passed on to anybody else who needs it in the future, but it may be unusable now. I'm not sure.
Can you check the mace? Is it still radiating holiness? Is the mace radiating in holiness, or?
I can't do any more divine senses.
It's not radiating power, but it is still, as you pick it up, there's something about it. You'd have to spend some more time with it to truly attach yourself to it, but there's still something there. You can't quite put your finger on it. Perhaps if you were to rest with it.
It's like a big two-handed thing.
It's a
It's
big,
fucking massive.
big,
Humongous.
freaking two-handed
Considering
epic
how
mace.
giant
That
Yeah,
diva
that-
was.
the diva was.
Yeah, I assume.
Is it safe to say that Jakul and I are the only ones who'd be able to even lift it?
I'm like 3 foot tall.
Oh,
It's probably
Yeah,
bigger than
probably.
me.
To use it well.
I could give it a go.
What's Gabriel's strength?
8.
Just try.
Wait, what's my
Mate, I'm
strength?
stronger.
10.
I'm stronger than you.
I'm stronger than Gabriel.
There we go.
I'm stronger
I think we
than
just throw it
Gabriel.
to him
How
and
is
let him
this
catch
possible?
it.
Yeah.
Right, no, we're gonna have to search for the where the source of the consecration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
give
using the
me-
mace as a medium to.
Give me a knowledge religion.
Oh
Can
god.
I go with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can both kind of Scooby-Doo it.
10.
Yay.
19.
I did.
Constance leading the way, showing you where it should have been. Takes you round. You'd gone into the hospital area before, and you'd investigated the different areas, and it was with the door you left open slightly. the theatre, the surgery room. You can see big chunks of what was the big heavy table in there. The blood was well and truly soaked into it. Whatever has smashed this up has done some serious damage to it.
Okay.
This, from being here, you can tell that this was the centre of the kind of corruption within the abbey. Spending some more time and heading round, you think if you could spend some time and just sort of physically clean out. There's a lot of corpses in here. And then reconsecrate the abbey, and any items of power which are holy may be of assistance to do it.
Okay. That will be the focus then. Yeah, is like how is consecration done?
There is a spell called consecration,
Yeah.
which I don't think you've got access to yet.
What tier? I don't know.
So if you can do some nice role playing, because this has been consecrated before, of how you're going to reconsecrate.
Alright, Constance is going to start picking out bodies
Okay.
and sort of busy work, just getting things cleared out of the way. Partly out of guilt for having messed it up for the first time around, like taking all the bodies out of the cells and then them attacking everybody. And partly because it just feels like it needs to be done. So just like being practical and lifting things and laying out all the corpses
Yeah, go for
outside. There's a graveyard, isn't there, that's
Yeah.
in the centre?
Bottom south.
Or south? Is it outside the boundary?
Outside the inner wall.
Okay.
So it's inside, it's in between the inner cloister bit and the outer wall to the south.
Sure. She's going to start carrying, 2 at a time, things down there.
Okay, yeah, you start making, it's going to still take you a while. Hessia, anything you want to be doing?
She's so beat up. I think she would just basically just collapse in a corner and try and rest as much as she can.
Red, what are you doing?
It's not really anything she wants to do, in all honesty.
Just resting.
Yeah. Just gonna rest.
It feels warmer inside here for sure. There's
Because I have no cloak.
Many people don't have their cloaks. Strahd also does not have his cloak.
Oh, maybe I should get
What
his.
happened with that?
What did happen to that? Someone's keeping very quiet on the topic.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to take the mace that has the Diva's soul in it. I'm going to go to the altar where there's the stained glass window of St. Barovia.
Yeah.
I'm going to start offering a prayer to the Morning Lord and to the Diva and saying, you are now free of your corruption, and I will reunite you with the one you love, St. Markovia.
Okay.
And
Oh.
may
Any
soon
other
help your beauty of
items of power from here you are going to use to do it?
What other item? I don't think there was any.
There were candlesticks that we didn't take.
Because it's been a little while, I'll give you a little hint.
Yeah.
There was one other thing which was in with the Mongol folk.
Oh, was it one of the totems?
Statue.
The
Oh,
idol.
that little statue.
The gold idol.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that an actual holy item? I thought it was just like
Yeah.
There was a gold statuette of her as well. Sorry, just because in game it's been like 12 hours. In real life it's been like 3 weeks since that happened.
Okay, yeah. So I'll lay it out like the mace.
Who's got that at the moment?
Did I take it? I think. Oh, did you?
Well, you just used it to just smash the altar or something.
No. There was the big
No,
mace.
I remember the little. I think I took it, but yeah, you can.
I think either you took it or we left it with the corpses. And
What was the mace? There's another mace. There's two maces.
No, it's the same mace.
It's the same. So there's two of the same mace.
There's one mace,
One
and
mace,
there's one
and there's one
statue.
little totem thing which we found
Okay.
in one of those cells. No, I have a vague memory of going in for that.
The
But
mace was the mace of the.
And that's the one with the
Deva.
divas. So okay.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
You I've always trusted your instincts. And you feel like you need to be out of here. Like something's calling you.
She's probably going to be shifting uncomfortably for a bit. Trying to work out what it is.
It's not like a wanderlust, like where you just want to go out and explore and whatever, but it is a feeling that...
Is it like that I shouldn't be in there, or is it it should be somewhere else?
Should be somewhere else.
Oh. Is there a vague direction to this somewhere else, or just not here?
South-ish.
She's gonna not say a word, just stand up and just go walk to sort of the entrance, like just the entrance of the abbey.
Yeah.
And just sort of look towards the south, just sort of try and realign herself.
Give me just a... No, don't give me a roll. So as you try and just focus on this feeling, you hear a voice in your head, or more of an image in your head, and it is the image your pack has used for good before. Whatever that would be.
Weird. She's not gonna meditate, but sort of like sit down outside, like on the ground, and just try and like
connect with it all.
Yeah.
Earth yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to ground herself.
I like that piece.
Yeah, just like
As soon as you do, you feel like one of your pack is in need. Like the second you sit down and you focus on it, you get that kind of stomach churning, don't know where it comes from. Someone who relies on me needs me.
Was it coming toward... So where the howl we heard before, was it coming that direction? Was that something different?
Ish that direction, yeah. It's hard to say. It's a complete feeling.
Yeah.
Just a stomach churning, something's not right. And as you walk out and you look around and you feel, okay, this is better. And then you sit down and you focus on it, instantly jump to your feet again with someone needs me. One in my pack needs me.
That sort of, that primal instinct will force a shift. So she'll force into a wolf form. Like almost like just instinctively.
Cool.
And like hackles are up.
Yeah.
Tail straight out. Just sort of.
Give me a perception.
That's a 1 I'm re-rolling there. 17.
As you focus your senses as a wolf, the ears come up. You don't hear something. There it is. Fresh blood has just been spilled. Just on the wind.
She lets out a really loud warning growl, loud enough that they inside would hear it.
Yep. You're just starting this off. We don't want to interrupt ceremonies once they're started. Constance, were you assisting Jekyll, or were you?
Yes.
Yeah. So those.
I'd get up and go and investigate whatever's going on outside.
Yeah, Red is just there, like, paws planted, tail straight out.
Are there more of them? The creatures?
She'll send a very brief image of blood.
Where?
Vaguely point in the direction it feels like.
Could I go to like the gates and just like look out, see whether I can see anything?
Yeah, you start making your way around to the gates.
Yeah, Red will go with.
I'll just
Stay inside.
stay inside.
I think Constance will be sort of going backwards and forwards, moving the body still, because I don't think
Yeah.
it will have
Yeah.
taken that short amount of time.
Yeah, you would just see these two walk past. You get to the gatehouse. Where are you looking?
You said it was slightly southish.
Yeah.
Going to be looking in that direction, sort of. Not really, because it's just a feeling. So it's just sort of that direction, looking round.
Yeah.
I'm taking Red's
Watching.
lead on where to look.
So you plod your way out.
She's on like
pouring
high alert.
ears up. Give me a perception, please.
9.
1. Not a natural 1, but 1. 2 minus 1.
Perception.
I'm just watching Red like this.
Wait, I get advantage on hearing and smell.
Oh, okay.
18. That's better.
So you take a second and walk over. Someone's been murdered outside.
That's what you hear.
That is also here.
The ears come back and you focus your senses. Take a moment, one last deep breath, and you hold your breath and just focus. Hearing your own heartbeat steady. And you can hear the sound of something running down the area you came
So coming towards?
Coming down. As it takes your...
As in away from us?
Yeah. As your head darts over, you don't see what it was, but it's left a trail through the smoke, through the mist, making its way down where the mist is thinner. You reckon you'd be quick enough to follow it?
Yeah,
if you left now?
Yeah.
Without even thinking?
Yeah, go for it.
Give chase?
Instincts, yeah.
Hessia, you would just see Red take off as a jump over the small low wall, bounding down this hill into the mist.
God. I am going to turn back and go back to these guys and let them know I'm not going to be able to keep up with
I think I get
with Red.
my
You're like 40.
movement goes crazy.
Yeah, and I'm on super low hit points, so there's no way I'd keep up. So I'm gonna
She ran away.
Sensible Hessia.
She finally ran away.
She is gonna let the others know what is going on.
You start bounding down. You can't see far in front of you. To the left and to the right of you, the mist is like walls. But down this corridor, that you're in like the jet stream of something else running in front of you.
Yeah.
Keep trying to keep up with it, but it's moving fast. There's something familiar about all of this, but you're not sure what it is. As you start to react on pure impulse, on instincts, as you bound round the corners, zigzagging down this hill. It's the first time you've really opened up your legs in a couple of days, and it feels good.
Yeah.
Relying on instinct, not logic, not religion, not magic. Just on yourself. As you start to run, dodging from left to right, moving faster and faster, how quick do you want to go? Flat out?
Hunting, so like fast enough to keep up.
Yeah. You're
Like,
tailing it.
Not like flat out that it would get dangerous.
Yeah.
But hunting.
There's something very familiar about the speed that this creature is moving in front, the way it moves as well. And although you keep focused, you're not thinking about the movements you're doing. You're not thinking about your actions. You're just doing it. As your mind wanders, and you remember a time long ago, a time where Red wasn't Red, before she was Red, before she'd been named, before she spoke her first word. Early in her memories, and a time you're in a wood, deep within a wood, a dark wood, and you're running from something. Can you remember what it was that Red was being chased by? Something real, something primal.
Yeah, but nothing she'd known before. Maybe it was that that was chasing.
We live down what is basically a cul-de-sac, so there's no through road. So there's just people literally driving to the end of our street, revving
Go
it.
to subways. Subway.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I'm cool.
Gotta get to Subway quick.
Yeah. Anyway,
Gotta get that
Love
foot long.
Subway.
as you do, you can feel a terror coming over you, in the memory and in real life, of where you currently are. There's something imitating where you are now to where you were then, which is the reason your memory's been drawn back to it. As you dodge to the left and dodge to the right, instead of dodging past hills and around the steep slope, you're dodging from tree to tree. And there's a collision behind you as your head jerks over. But here there's nothing chasing you, but a tree gets split. As you continue to run, moving faster and faster, losing track of how long you've been running or what it was that is chasing you. Whether it is something tangible or something in your mind, who knows? But then you hear something in your memory that changes everything. Can you remember what it was?
Nope.
A sound. As your memory races back, as you take a second, this fear fills you, but you remember a feeling that just destroyed this fear. It's your memory as you try to focus on what it could have been that destroyed whatever it was that was chasing you in this deep forest. Was it a human voice? Animal voice?
Animal.
What sort of creature?
Felt like a wolf.
A howl or a...
Lots of them.
As your head darts from side to side, as you're running through the mist down this hill, as you swear you can hear them in the mist as well as in your memory. Are you embracing the memory, or is she trying to break out of it?
Embracing it, because Druid, all this kind of stuff has meaning and connection.
As you focus on it, as you continue to run, as your memory races ahead, as what's happening becomes clear, it's something you've put into a dark place, something you've tried to forget, something bad is about to happen. Can Red remember what it is, or has she put it completely out of her mind?
Wolf pits. Where they cover the floor with leaves and foliage. And underneath it's like a 7-foot drop. And then spikes at the bottom.
As you run faster and faster down this hill, your memory racing back to a different time, to a memory that you've put out. You take a corner as your foot slips from underneath you, as you remember the terror that filled your young mind. As the ground falls behind you in the vision, as also in the real, as you fall off the side of the cliff. But in the memory, you remember another wolf jumping forwards before you hit the spikes and snatching you out of the air, chucking you to the side. What happened to that wolf?
It fell in.
As it saves you, it falls back. Its eyes look up. Is there anger in them? Is there rage in them? What is the look Red remembers?
Knowing that that was what needed to be done.
As you remember the sacrifice that was made. And this time as you fall off the edge, there is nothing that saves you. No wolf jumps out. Nothing from your previous pack rescues you from the fall, as terror grips your heart for a heartbeat for two as you free fall through the mist. There's nothing you can see around you. What do you do?
Howl.
A howl comes out. Give me a d20.
Crit.
No
For
way.
reals.
For reals. That's dope.
As you howl in terror or for assistance?
Yes. Yes to both.
As a howl comes out from your... a mixture of everything. Something grabs you from the mist. It's big. It's powerful. As you fall with it, with a crunch, it lands on the floor. Shake of the head as you drop to the floor, a paw to the ground. you see standing next to you, from paw to shoulder, standing almost 6 foot tall, 12 foot long, a face that you remember, a look that you remember, as it stares at you for a second, as he stares at you for a second. For a moment, you're not sure if he's going to attack you or not. You see this dire wolf. When you remember. Last time to the heel of Strahd. What do you do?
Wait for a moment, because the last time he attacked.
As there is a stare off. The head is low, the shoulders high. It's not gone down low as if it's about to play. It's in a stare off. It's not showing teeth. Power emanates from this creature. The silence between you is broken. As another howl comes from the town. And the sounds of men. It's hard to understand what they're saying at first, but they're crying for help. There's a wolf in the town. So this creature looks to you for a second. You get the vision of go. Attack. He doesn't turn from you. He stays facing you. But its head, just the slightest nod to the side.
She goes.
Through the mist and now in the town of Kresk, you can hear the sound of people being drilled, of people being ordered around, cries of citizens. Voice you recognize, that of the mayor, Dmitri, bellowing orders for the guards to come to him, for people to get inside. Lock the doors, lock the windows. You're towards the sort of north east of the town. And you can hear it coming from the centre of the town. You can see lots of flaming torches out in the mist. It's quite thick down here still.
She's going to let out another howl, like more of a location howl, so they'd be able to hear where she is. And then she's going to skirt.
Those upstairs. On the top of the you would hear this howl. You would hear it inside. You'd hear it from moving the bodies.
I'm concentrating.
Yeah.
Red ran off into the mist.
Is that her or is that another wolf?
I don't know, but there's something going on down there. She was acting funny, said she could smell blood, and then just ran.
Maybe she's finally gone feral.
Maybe.
Could you send eyes?
Eric is tired. I don't have the energy to run down that hill.
I don't think we could make it in the mist. Can you fly?
You've not seen Eric for a while.
Eric dies all the time.
Almost as often as I do.
Like I said, Eric's tired and resting, so I need a form with him.
Fine. So we just leave her out there.
Your howl is answered by a deeper, stronger, bigger howl, not from that of a wolf. You've heard this kind of howl before. There is no doubt in your mind. There is a werewolf in Kresk.
Cool. Fun. She's gonna skirt around the town to try and locate exactly where it is. But
Give me a perception.
21.
Nice. It's definitely trying to throw off where it is with the howls. And the guards are moving to where the howl comes from. You hear a howl come out and then it moves quickly, trying to move quietly, sort of skirting round. The mayor is doing what he can to get everyone into the middle, or to get everyone into locked locations. With the small guard force he's got, it's probably the best tactic. But also if this creature gets amongst them.
Yeah.
But you think you've got a good idea of where it currently is. So the first howl came from sort of southwest, and you think it's moved round further to the south.
Right.
Do we hear the second howl?
From upstairs, yeah.
From a werewolf, yeah.
You think, being logical, if you were this creature, the real only way out of here is through the one entrance.
And have they currently blocked it off?
You're not sure.
Okay. I guess she's going to check the entrance to Kresk and see if they've closed the gates.
Yeah, give me a stealth.
14.
If you're trying to move stealthily, that is.
Yeah. Sort of head down, body low.
Yeah.
Quickly, quietly.
As you start making your way round, the door is currently shut and you can't see any guards on it. You've not seen the werewolf yet either. How is she moving? How is Red moving? Is she moving sort of from cover to cover, or is she moving the main path?
She's quite light coloured, so she blends in pretty well with the snow.
Yep.
So she's sticking with cover, but she's not concerned about open ground.
Okay. For their size, werewolves are normally pretty stealthy. This one doesn't seem to be at all. You can hear it. You can hear its breathing. You've heard it before when wolves are too excited, when they're anticipating the kill. The pleasure of it is already filling this one. Yes, it is already killed. For that, you're pretty sure.
Okay.
You reckon you could close in on it if you wanted to?
Yeah. She's going to mimic its tactics then. She's going to let out another howl, but this time it's a very clear danger. In the hopes that they've worked out what they all mean by now. In the vague, she's like, you know what? She's taking a chance.
Okay.
It feels more urgent. It's not just like a here's me. It's urgent. It's low. So she's gonna howl, move.
Okay, give me another stealth, because you're kind of coming out of stealth to howl, and then you're trying to re-sneak.
21.
Nice. Yeah. It's drawn to where you howled from. You can hear it move, trying to be cautious, but it isn't at all. This is a creature that knows it is the alpha. This is a creature that knows there's probably nothing here that can actually hurt it. Or so it believes. As it tries to move in so it can get the jump on you, but it doesn't seem to care.
I'm going to get the jump on it.
You going
So I'm
for
in
it?
stealth.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do. You can see it moving
so
around.
the tactic she's going for is hit, run,
Okay.
and just
So your knowledge of werewolves would be they are immune to absolutely all physical damage that is not magical or silver.
So I need to go back. See, if I was, I think it's like level. Oh, I forget what level it is. At some level, when you're a druid, all your attacks as an animal are magic.
I think your summoned animals are magic.
I didn't get to rest.
So you got no spells left?
I've got some spells left, but I haven't got my any level 3 spell slots left.
No big boys.
I've got none of my big spells left.
You can do it as a lower, I think, but it's nowhere near as good, is it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how it works.
I don't know how it works
The
either.
magic works differently for every class,
Yeah.
so it's
a bit of a
difficult to
pain.
say. I have to do it at the
It
level.
only says
Yeah.
higher spell slots.
But it depends on your class, because some magic classes you can choose which level
Yeah.
to put it at, and some it's fixed.
What is the spell?
So I'm a fixed.
Conjure animals. It's a 3rd level conjuration. It says about higher levels. It doesn't say anything about casting at a lower level.
No. Okay.
You won't
I
be
think
able
it's
to
a level
cast
3.
lower than what
No.
it is.
Okay then. What are you going for? Ready?
In which case, it's just going to have to be evading, because I've got hardly anything. Yeah, gonna evade it still.
As it moves round to where you were, getting ready to strike, but you're not there, it lets out another howl.
Okay.
Those on top of the hill. Matt, you start your
I'm concentrating.
ritual. What are you going for here? Hit me with it.
Right, so I am like talking to the Diva's soul and saying this is your chance for redemption, and to be with the one you love, to redeem yourself in the eyes of the one that you love. And then I'm also like, while I'm praying to him, praying to the Morning Lord to bring his light back into your followers. They may have strayed, but you can bring them back. You can save them. And then also praying to kind of alternating between these and praying to Soon to rekindle this beauty that this creature once was. He was once a beautiful creature. He could be a beautiful creature once more. And to try and
Yeah, I like it. So you're trying to release the energy from the mace?
Yeah, I'm trying to use it to basically cast his spirit into the temple to kind of strengthen the consecrated ground.
Nice.
To make him use his spirit for something good. Yeah.
I like it.
And to reunite with his lover who's or the person he loved at least, in the stained glass window.
Yeah. That's good. Okay. Moving the bodies.
I think, Constance, you need to go down there and help. You have the only thing that can kill a werewolf.
I am not well currently. I could maybe get a few hits on it, but I wouldn't be able to draw on any of them sort of more arcane, religious skills or anything like that. It will just be me punching a werewolf.
Didn't work.
Everyone wants to see that.
You'd be stabbing with a silver
Yes,
sword.
I was talking flippantly. I thought you'd be able to see that. Yes, sorry, I will be a bit more specific. It will be just me hitting repeatedly a werewolf with a silver sword until it
kills
falls into
you.
pieces.
Yeah.
We don't have any more healing potions, do we?
I
Nope.
do.
Great.
I used the one we found in the
How thick is
Cave.
the mist?
Pardon?
How thick is the mist?
Yeah, pretty thick.
I would not be able to disrupt my concentration to heal anyone, would I?
You don't think so?
Yeah, full focus.
I am.
No. Wait a second. Our tech lady might need to make a dash to go to the toilet.
Camera appearance.
This will be the first time ever.
Put your hood up.
You're gonna have to come back the other way.
now we're just going to cut to the toilet cam. Don't
Only when you're there, Adam.
I don't know what it is I can do. I don't know what the benefit would be to go down there and get killed by a werewolf. Will the rest of you sit up here listening out for it?
If we even get down there, I am one trip away from breaking my neck in the dark.
It was like a 15 to 20 minute journey up the hill, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a long run to get down there.
Yeah.
And that was like running, so.
No, walking was...
Walking was like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Beat.
If you were to run down in the mist, you could probably do it in like 5 minutes, but it'd be dangerous. That's fine.
Or like one, if you just...
The Hessian method.
Has someone got a slow fall?
Why?
I was going to summon my goat, but I can't.
Get someone to go.
I can't. I'm out of spell slots.
Is it a spell slot? I thought you'd already summoned him.
Can
you not-
no, it's
can you not recall
it's a
him?
level 2 to summon him.
To summon him back every time. Oh.
How long is a short rest? Like half an hour?
About an hour.
Is a long rest.
An hour, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, what we need to do is get this place reconsecrated. I assume I'm talking to you two at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
just
gates,
focused.
yeah. Get this place reconsecrated so we're able to spend the night somewhere safe and then move on from here. As much as I hate to agree with Esmeralda, sometimes it's better to just make sure that we're looking after ourselves before we run into yet another dangerous situation. We have no way of knowing what those howls are or where they are. One of them might be red, one of them might be a wolf, one of them might be a werewolf. We don't know if they're in Kresk or if they're outside the gates. Perhaps the entire guard is standing on the gate with crossbows pointed at this wolf right now. And by running down this mountainside, all we're going to do is injure ourselves and stop ourselves being able to rest tonight.
She didn't wait for any of us. She just ran off into the dark. It's her own fault.
You can feel the werewolf hunting for you now. You should make the speech upstairs.
Safest place to go is going to be where everyone else is, not these guys, the townsfolk.
Yeah. You can hear the sounds of, you've definitely bought them time.
Yeah.
They've got innocent people out of the way.
So Red is going to, obviously she's not going to go towards them as a wolf because they'll freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
She'll get as close as she can because she can move quicker
Yeah.
and quieter, and then change back as she approaches.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to tell them to open the gate.
To the door.
Yeah.
So they're kind of right in the centre.
Yeah, they need to send someone to open the gate to drive it out.
Okay. As you get there, you can see they've got a number of torches. The mayor, Dimitri, his darker skin, shorter, squat man with these heavy furs, has got some old-style chainmail. He's using an axe that looks wickedly sharp. A small metallic shield on his other arm as he stands. You've seen his wife, who you've seen briefly. Again, she's in this kind of leather with chain over it. She's got a long spear. From looking at the guards, you can see there's 4 guards. One you recognise is Ivan. The guards have got crossbows along with their spears. Their crossbows, you can see a couple of the bolts. Each one has got 3 what look like silvered crossbow bolts. They are not completely defenseless here. The head of Dimitri's wife's spear looks to be silvered as well.
Can ask if they've got any more silver.
They kind of look to you. There are the others. Dimitri's deep, gravelly voice, which I've not done a very good version of.
She just points up the hill.
Not good. How many are there here?
One werewolf.
You are sure?
Yes.
Right.
I have some magic left.
Most of my people are here. I do not want to leave them. You have a plan to get it outside. I have an idea, but I do not think you will like it.
Lots of things I haven't liked.
He kind of comes in. You will throw it away. A volunteer will go to the gate and open it. You will anger it and lead it outside. We will shut the gate.
Won't be able to run from it.
We will let you back in.
How?
We have a rope we can lower.
Why are we laughing?
We have some crossbows which are silvered we can use to drive it back. The beast will not know how many. My wife, Anna, her spear. Oh! You hear, come closer.
We'll have to try it.
Is this the deal? He leans forward quickly and cuts you with a long cut on your arm. It's mainly superficial, but it's definitely going to make you bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, only take 2 points of damage.
It's cool. I'm back to full health anyway after going back.
But you are now freely bleeding. Freely bleeding.
Really believing.
Freely bleeding.
Freely bleeding. Freely bleeding.
Come to you lot to get your free bleeding. Want some
Go.
milk?
That mumbling.
Ivan. I will open the gate.
Okay.
The person whose name you've not got, who you've always seen, and I will go with you, brother. They both nod at each other, and the rest sort of form up in the centre just in case this all goes to shit.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get its attention.
Cool.
What's the plan, boss?
Well, she moves faster as a wolf, so back to that. Back to wolf, because the... will the thing stay?
No.
Will the cuts... No, it won't stay. Oh yeah, because I go back to full hits. Because I'm not very fast when I'm a halfling.
You've not got its attention yet. If this is, like, whatever wolf, you would think if you can get its attention and get it to focus on you,
Mm-hmm.
once you've got its focus, you might be okay. As long as you don't run too far ahead of it.
Cool. She's going to stealth it first
Yep.
to get as close to the gate as possible.
To the gate or to the wolf? They've
the
not
gate.
opened the gate yet.
To the gate first,
Yeah.
to get close to it,
Yeah.
then to get to its attention, and then when it becomes in sight, get out of the gate.
Okay.
So that way she doesn't have to do tons of running. She's only little.
Yeah. So give me a stealth roll, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's half. Can I re-roll it? 'Cause it's between two. It's 11 or 13.
Yeah, go on then.
Because it's literally between it. 10. 10? Yes.
You start making your way round to the gate. You're pretty sure you know where the wolf is. You're pretty sure you know its location. What's your armor class?
15.
Would you like me to use my negative now?
Yeah.
Now is probably the best time for me to do that. Okay, so I'll re-roll that one.
Who else has got a negative?
I do.
Hesse's got a negative.
Yes, Hesse.
Hesse.
Good thing you didn't run down that hill.
Oh, yeah, you would have been in trouble.
Someone can look at me strangely and I'm going to enter my death count at the moment.
Relying on your halfling ears, vision down here is useless. No lights around you. An explosion from trees near you and the fence just gives way. Standing there, bounding towards you, 8 foot of muscle.
Ooh.
Blood covering it. Its chest ripped open heavily. It's got a huge scar in its midriff as it leaches forwards from you, as you freeze. As its first swipe comes in, as a huge claw mark goes across your little chest. Take 7 points of damage. In its haste, it tries to bite you and bundles over the top of you, bundling into you, and over the top, missing you with its bite attack. Give me initiative now to see how... Oh, bugger.
18.
Nice. Come into your senses in an instinct. And an instant. Your instincts taking over. You react quicker than it can as it kind of skids on the floor. This has already killed tonight, definitely.
That means it's sloppy. It's already excited. Going to cast poison spray directly in its eyes.
Ooh. Give me a roll to hit.
Come on, let's go. 4.
Plus your spellcasting.
It's not hard to hit.
So what was it?
Attack bonus.
Attack bonus.
Oh, attack bonus. Oh,
Plus 6.
10.
It's going to miss unless you've got a reroll.
I don't think I do.
Got an inspiration.
You have an
or anything?
inspiration?
Oh, I have an inspiration. Yeah, go on. I've not used it. I've had that since like the 4th game. Yeah, go on. Let's go. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's even worse.
Oh, it's not.
It's even worse.
It's the worst you could roll.
Still your turn.
Yeah, run.
You're going to bolt from him?
Yeah,
Which way towards?
towards the gate.
Yeah. You start running towards the gate. He'll get one attackable opportunity on you. Oh, I don't think he's going to hit though.
15.
No, nowhere near. Yeah, you're quite tough to hit.
I know.
He takes a swipe at you as he kind of skids and turns around. As you do, he just tries to clip your feet together. But you're quick on your legs and run. But bounding after you on the floor, he's going to reach you. Again, he comes colliding in at full pelt. He's going to try and bite you. No. Again, in his blood-raged craze, when you looked into this creature's eyes, they are crazed beyond doubt. And the claw, the swipe misses you. Whoa, rubbish. A big bite and a claw comes in. He is so much faster than you. and
He's like 25.
it's and he's moving 40. He is comfortably catching up with you and coming in and hitting, just not able to strike home. Your armour standing up to this barrage of blows. But in the back of your mind, you know it's a matter of time.
Yeah. I'm much faster as a wolf. She's gonna, as running, just...
Yep.
She's got its attention now, she doesn't need to be bleeding.
He'll get another attack on you. No, miss. What's your AC as a wolf? It's less, isn't it?
It's a bit less, 13.
Oh, great. 4, 11. No, 9. He's on your... Give me a... Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. Okay.
As what is your plan? Are you trying to shake him? As he's basically bounding after you.
Well, he's going to stay with me anyway. So
You might be able to shake him. That's what I'm...
Maybe dipping, diving around houses. Yeah.
You're playing to your strengths. Let's see if you can keep on your tail. Probably
8.
with that roll.
8 with athletics.
Comfortably. As you start to bolt, he chases after you. He's going to double claw you. Woo, that one's a hit. 2D. 7 points of damage, please. As he smashes into the side of you. Which way are you going? You've kind of reached the outer wall now.
Back to the middle.
Yeah, sort of skirting round it a bit. Are you just running from him?
Yeah, mainly.
Okay. As you do, and you bolt out again, he tries to take a big bite into you, going for the kill. But you're too quick and too smart. You can read him too easily. As you dodge to the side, and you are off now at a sprint, moving at the same pace as him. Give me a roll to see if you can get ahead of him. As you're dodging, probably
Just,
not.
what, athletics, acrobatics,
either.
17. Yeah, 14.
He's keeping up with you as you dodge and dive round. You're going to run from him again.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, again he misses you. What is this? Takes another swing as you dive round him, and it goes over the top of you. Give me a try and outrun him. As the chase is on, he is on
18.
your tail. Because he's so close to you, just to get any breathing room from him is just near impossible. How long do you want to give them to open the gate?
Just enough time.
Okay.
Just enough.
You want to start making your way to the gate now? As you turn. Again, he's gonna... 11?
Miss. 15.
No, that's 13.
In Wolf.
13, 12. 13, sorry.
Okay. Again, he comes in high with a big miss. No, you're not going to be able to run him. He's rolled in too well. As you're dodging and diving, making your way towards the gate, 2 people give me a roll for the people on the gate and see how good they are lifting the bar off. We've seen them try and open the gate before.
Crit.
12.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Ivan is a fucking
Good job,
hero.
Ivan.
Red needs me.
Yes, Ivan.
I can roll crits when it's somebody else getting out.
You can see the gate swinging open slightly, but you can also see the 2 guards upon it. Do you go for it? Or do you try and buy them more time to get out of the way?
Oh. Nah, go for it.
Yep. She's running. Oh, that's a hit. He's going to bite you. 9 points of damage as he connects heavily on your back. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm going to re-roll that because that was a 1. 19.
Okay.
Whew.
You're all right. Right. Johnny, give me a roll. High is good. Low is bad for the guards.
That would be a 2.
Everyone
not
that we
very helpful.
know dies.
So you know what? I'm going to use my reroll from last week.
Aww.
Oh, for
Did
the
you not
love.
use it?
He's
Use
using
it.
it.
The one from
Chat.
the chat.
Oh, from Watcher.
The from Watcher.
Watcher.
Oh boy, I think he's already. No, he's still there.
16.
Oh. You
Watcher has just saved Ivan.
Well, then Ivan died.
As you see, bounding towards it, the two guards shoving their shoulders into these doors, trying to swing them open so you can fit through with this huge creature. As they turn around, as you hear the curse words coming out of both of these men, as they then really push into this door as they start to open up. As the wolf, bounding open, gives half a look towards Ivan. Mouth open, claws
Can you
dripping.
imagine how squeaky his bum is right now? Proper squeaky bum.
Squeaky bum time.
That was proper squeaky bum time. As he continues, he shows no fucking fear, though. He continues to push this open. As you do,
Go on, Ivan. My man.
My man.
it's enough for the werewolf to chase you out
Nice, cool.
into the cold, dark night.
Sweet.
Bye, Red.
Laters.
You hear the shouts from men behind you to close the gate. What do you do?
Going forward for a bit,
Yeah.
and then going to do a really proper breakneck turn backwards.
Okay. He's going to get an attack on you basically as you turn.
Yeah. Breakneck turn, yeah. Do I need to roll?
Yeah, see how well you do it.
What should I do?
Athletics or acrobatics, it's up to you. Yeah, either, both.
19.
It's good. Let's see how good. This depends. He's definitely going to get one attack on you. It might be 2,
Yeah.
unless I roll really shit.
Yeah.
As you
so
duck
breakneck.
low,
Parkour.
just as he pounces and clears over, bounds and rolls as you make some space between him, as you put your head down and start to bound your way back to the wall.
Yeah, cool.
But your heart freezes for a moment.
Oh no.
As you look up to the wall, there is no rope. At the moment, at least.
They liked you.
As you keep running towards it,
Sure.
getting closer and closer towards it.
Is the gate still open?
No, they've closed it.
They closed
yeah.
it.
You can now just see this long wall, heavy bricks. In a number of places, the roof is intact and well repaired. Even for a werewolf coming from the outside. Oh, cheers for stopping by, Carl Green. Just said it's their first time. Anyway, but you can see the long wall with the gate shut completely. Even for a werewolf on the outside, it would be a nightmare to assault this. As you run forwards, a knotted rope is chucked down.
Cool, we're about to do something real fun.
Bounding towards you, anger and rage, dripping with blood down the front of it in its mouth, coming towards you. Not closing the distance, but keeping up with you while you're in your wolf form.
Yeah. So, because I can jump better as a wolf and higher,
Oh, you're going to shift?
we're gonna shapeshift midair and grab the rope.
Nice. Acrobatics?
Sure. Come on. Oh, 8.
As you, so you get some height. So what is your total acrobatics? Your bonus.
Plus 2.
And your movement is 40.
Yeah.
Right. So you'd make it. He's going to. You grab onto the rope, but he's going to get one attack on you at least. Let me see how well I roll. Which would be a 19. He's going to get 2 attacks on you.
Mm-hmm.
How much hit points you got left as red?
26.
Don't you go first?
And I've got...
No, you go back to normal.
I went back to full.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
but
go
you
to
just
full.
Oh yeah, so I'm now back to full. We have 51 hit points.
51.
Because she shifted.
Oh, I'm
just
fucking
shifted back to
I'm
human.
fucking tanky.
Because
I'm a
she was a
little
constitution.
You have more
I'm a
than
little
me.
beefcake, just like
I'm going to give him advantage because you're hanging onto a rope. Yeah.
yeah. My little legs are just dangling.
Oh.
That's a nat 20 and a 1.
Ooh.
Go big or go
I think the
home.
one's going to reroll.
And 11 plus 4 is 15.
Yeah, 15. That hit. Well, that is my armor class. Yeah.
Okay. Oh boys.
Dear.
Oh boys.
Can you drop her in one?
So it's got a crit.
One crit and...
You can't drop her in one, I don't think.
Don't know.
No, it can't cause 51 damage. It'd be mad.
Unless it's crazy good.
If all of them hit and it's one of them's a crit, and we have the brutal crits at the moment, don't we? We're playing where it's...
I also have a potion of
Max
superior
damage.
healing in my pocket.
As long as you survive this hit.
Yeah, if I survive this hit, I can just go climbing up with one hand.
Is that a whiff?
You look down over your shoulder as you don't get as good a jump as you would like. It does work shifting in midair as you leap and grab onto the rope. As you hear the guards giving the order to heave, as you start to go up, spang, on the wall, propels himself, hum, like a shark coming out of the water. Take 16 points
Ooh,
of
not
bite
as bad as I thought,
damage.
Of what
And
damage?
also
Bite.
lose a
Oh, bite
leg.
damage.
And 8 as he swipes at you as well.
Someone did maths. 51 minus...
So in
15 and
total,
eight.
it's
How
24.
24. So,
Minus 24.
so it's
Oh,
50.
minus
21, 27.
27, yeah.
Cool.
Can you give me quite an important roll?
Oh,
This one
God.
would be.
Constitution.
Strength.
First of all, a constitution.
Okay. 6.
Uh-oh.
Excellent. Thank you.
That's great.
And now, athletics to hang on to the rope.
8.
You air as you start to fall. Only take 1 point of damage.
We landed on the wall.
It's snow, so I suppose...
You hear a curse from the guards. As they drop the rope, crossbows come down. The telltale sounds of crossbows. 1 hit. Miss. Miss. Hit. As 4 crossbows shoot into the darkness, striking around, hitting the ground. 2 bury themselves into the creature as it lets out a yowl. There's some human to it. As you would imagine, this may be the first time this creature has ever experienced pain. As they dig into its back. As it then hits the floor over the top of you. She's going to try and spear. No. As the huge spear thrust comes down and almost dropped from the Burgermeister's wife's hand, Anna, as she overextends, trying to strike down. As you hear frantically the guards reloading. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Moonbeam on it. That's radiant damage.
On where you are?
Oh no, wait, no, 'cause it'll...
It's on top of you.
It might make you survive.
So you're not completely out of the big spells.
Being due to a well.
Nothing great, I'd imagine.
There's more, I don't want it to be over the top of me.
Double werewolf all the time.
I don't want it to be over me.
Who does?
You've still got movement, so you could roll.
Yeah, so I'm going to scramble out from under it.
Yep.
You have the thunder
Jump
waves and
back.
isn't it?
Thunderwave, it might be able to... It's like Constitution saving throw, so it'll
Might
probably...
be able to knock it back.
Constitution.
Yeah, it will probably be alright with that. Yeah, I'm going to scramble out with my move.
Yep.
and cast Moonbeam. So it needs to do a Constitution saving throw.
And it's radiant damage?
2d10 radiant damage on a fail save, and half as much on a successful one. And my ting is 14.
What sort of save was it, sorry?
Constitution, so 14 to hit it.
What is it, saves? Sorry, bear with me. You've got it.
Talk about squeaky bum holes, that's me right now. Okay, so 2d10 radiant damage. That's a crit, and that's a 7.
17.
17 points of radiant damage. And yeah, that stays there for a minute.
Okay, it's going to assault you. Just going to... It will stay where it is and just attack. $12 points of damage, please. As it comes in with a big bite, takes a chunk out of you and it tries to claw you as well. You manage to bring up your arm, get in the way of it just enough. Another wave of crossbow bolts. Oh, baby, baby. You guys roll. There's 4 guys with crossbows. They're at +3 to hit.
19.
16.
5.
Ooh, 2 hits. I'll do your damage. Ooh, baby. It's taking a toll in it. As your memory goes back. They've got 1 crossbow left each.
I don't know how to get out of this. I can't climb, I don't think. Not on wooden palisades.
You can't shapeshift.
Well, the
everyone.
rope's still there.
I've run out of shapeshifts.
The rope is still there.
The rope is still there.
It's getting distracted by being seared by a moonbeam. I'm going to make a... Did they drop the rope or did it... They
No, it's
hold
just
on to it?
hung it. It's just hanging down.
I'm going to make a jump at that rope again.
Yep.
Whilst it's being burnt.
Athletics,
Yeah.
please.
Come on, athletics.
Sorry, it's a bit dice rolly.
21.
Oh. He'll get an attackable opportunity on you, probably with advantage. That's a hit. 7 plus 2. Is it 2? Yeah. 9 points of damage. What hit points are you on?
5.
As they
I
start.
have got a healing potion in my belt.
Okay. As you climb a decent way, I'm going to give him an attack on you because he'd be able to reach you.
You taking the moonbeam from Hogo?
Oh yeah,
another
give me
moonbeam.
through the moonbeam.
9 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him advantage. Moonbeam, there's a lot going on. Normal 2 attacks.
Normal 2 attack.
2 attacks and then 5 hit points.
A hit and you're dead. Maybe we should have saved the reroll.
9 plus 4. No. That's
No,
a
it's
miss.
15.
Oh,
Because you're
miss.
50.
Yeah,
15.
I thought you meant that was that much damage.
That's a hit.
Oh.
12 plus 4.
Got a roll.
I was going with the role play.
10 points. As he leaps up, claws dig into your back. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Drags you
That's more than
down the wall to his level. No pressure, crossbow boys. This is the last silver bolt for each one, red nose.
What about the spear, lady? Spear.
Chuck the spear, chuck the spear.
Oh, come on.
19 again.
Plus 3, yeah?
Yeah.
16 again.
Oh, plus 3, 15.
19.
Oh my fucking god.
Desperate to save red.
Okay, I'll do the damage. 6, 9. As you fall to the floor unconscious, you hear your moonbeam dies out. Everything goes dark. Right, people on the...
And that's what we'll leave.
Christ.
I'll go see how Jackal was doing.
Jackal.
I'm full on concentration.
Give me a knowledge religion.
Oh. Okay. $14.
You've done a very good job using this item of power, originally from here, to help you. Using the mace and the sort of ends of the spirit energy inside of it. You are acutely aware that if you use it, from what happened with the abbot, that you would have used all of the good energy, so the positive energy, whatever you want to call it, divine, that something may take its place within the mace. Yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
Do you care enough?
I don't care about this mace.
As you invoke it.
Mace?
The spirit of the abbot from it isn't destroyed, as the last of it is invoked. Your consecration of this, or reconsecration of this ground, complete. Your moments done. The mace, as you look to it, hums with a dark energy, a negative energy within it now. The sort of energy you saw when the abbot was using it as the corrupted angel. As you look over to Gabriel, he doesn't look white at all. Not remotely. And you can see him walking towards the mace. As he does, and you're finishing off, you can see as if someone is stripping away a painting over his skin. You can see parts of a cloak billowing in the wind. You can see his leather clothing underneath with this fine armour built into it, tiny little rings. His piercing eyes that don't look towards yours at all. Hair pushed back now, his eyes changed to one striking blue colour. Sword by his side, with a smile, with just half of his mace, half of his face. Strahd, slow red burning around him, calmly walks over and picks up the mace. Thank you, Father. I could never have done that by myself.
That's where we'll leave it.
Oh, come on.
And that's where we'll leave it.
You're joking.
Because of the consecration does nothing to Strahd, I guess.
Red. You're awoken on the floor, hurting, aching. Your body bit, bruised. Your armor destroyed in places. You're looking up towards a full moon and the stars and skies through the mist. You're being dragged back inside. What should we do with him? I do not know. You can hear the voices of the men of Crest talking. I do not know at all. Bring him, I guess. As your head sort of rolls over in a semi-conscious state, as you see the naked form, crossbow bolts in him, of Gabriel.
What?
Just bind him with something. He's still breathing. He's unconscious. He does not look well. As your eyes again close, you hear the voice of Ivan. You did well, little one. Good job. Rest. You have earned it. As you're picked up from the ground in his strong arms.
Oh, lovely Ivan.
And that's where we'll leave it.
Oh, I can unclench. I can unclench. Finally.
Come on.
So that's what that phone call was about.
That is what that phone call was about.
Yeah, it was a fun phone call.
I had a feeling there was something werewolfy about you after last session with the mirror.
So yeah,
Was there some?
We missed the
Not last session. The session before that, right at the very end.
yeah. So no, we had that combat with the werewolf in the road. It bit me,
Oh.
and basically I wasn't feeling any signs of it. And then when I met Strahd in the graveyard,
Did he?
he basically made the moon.
He forced it into a full moon.
Forced it into a full moon, forcing me into a werewolf. And then he basically plunged his hand into my chest and basically messed with my memory. So I think that I flew off to them.
Oh.
That explains. That was a bit I didn't understand. Okay, it's the
So yeah.
So, metagaming a little bit.
No, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. That was the one bit. That
There is
you flying off.
a spell called Alter Memory.
So yeah.
Nice.
So
I sent Matt a thing saying, I think I might have died. And then now he's like, oh my god, what? And now I'm just sending him, I lived, bitch.
at what point did Strahd make the switch?
As he had his hands plunged
When
in
he
my
was
chest.
holding him.
So when you saw a raven fly in,
Yeah, that was Strahd.
that was Strahd.
Yeah, okay.
So all that stuff with
That's why
concentrate
they're-
with
And
stuff
my
on the
mission
table,
was-
We had Strahd with us. Just
My
chilling.
mission was get them to use all the radiant energy in the mace.
Come on.
Because at the end of the last session, that's why I was a bit confused at the start. Because I only used 2 of the potential
sorry.
4. I was like, I'm going to keep that for a thing.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
So I forgot you'd come outside
Yeah.
and then rolled it back to you being by the... That was completely my fault, sorry.
I didn't think there was any power in that mace. When we left off, there was it was kind of just a mace.
That's
Oh,
because
no,
they,
it was.
Do I need to change Red's alignment now?
Um,
Because I'm pretty sure she ain't neutral anymore.
So essentially, we when we were surrounded by undead, Hestia and I made a run for the abbey because the gates would have opened the wrong way in the main gate, so we couldn't have gone out and run back towards Crest because they would have just followed us.
Yeah.
So we saw that as like the most defensible position,
And it was glowing as well.
Yeah. So us 2 and Esmeralda made our way into there and barred the doors. and then found that there was like a ghost of the abbey just sort of wandering about.
Yeah.
And then he was flitting backwards and forwards between
Like
himself and the
version.
corrupted version, and before he was able to go completely corrupted in his sort of ghost self,
We shoved him in the mace.
he insisted that I kill him and put him in the mace.
Or take him to a good place
Yeah.
and then kill him.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've consecrated him at least, so his
So we now
his
have
soul's
Strahd
alright, but
with
Strahd's
a
like
dark
lovely.
magic mace.
Dark angelic
And that,
mace.
that orange glow that was around Strahd is because I'm guessing the consecration's worked, but it's not affecting Strahd as strongly as it should.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dilly damn. Sorry for messing the beginning up there. That's my fault. I should have moved you.
We would have used up
No,
that
it's okay.
energy doing the
Yeah.
consecration
Yeah.
anyway, wouldn't we?
I guess so. Yeah.
One thing I do need to do is figure out what Gabriel actually looks like, because
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, we won't
to
have any of
he
his-
won't be able to stay in his disguised
Oh.
self.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
she'll be able to smell
unconscious.
She'll know it's him by smell.
Yes.
Has Red ever seen Gabriel without?
I don't think any of us
No,
have,
no,
have we?
no.
Never.
No.
They've seen me turn into my father
You were
because of the vision.
You were knocked out.
Oh no, there was a point you
Yeah,
were
no,
knocked out.
had a
on
bit.
top of,
Yeah.
Wasn't there the
Thingy
stake?
Hill.
The stake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You picked up the stake and
Yeah.
you became
Oh, yeah.
unconscious.
Oh, could you describe what you touched?
You didn't
Well, then again,
describe.
we got unconscious. You
Yeah.
didn't go. Did you go unconscious?
Gabriel went unconscious first.
Gabriel then me.
Then you tried to kill
Then
her, and
No, because I
went-
We had a
turned
little
into
spat.
what my father looked like, didn't I? Because I had that vision of him on his deathbed and in all his finery.
I'm not sure, but you touched the thing and then you went.
Yeah, you touched it first, and then I think you touched it then.
No, you
No,
threw
you
it
yeeted
at her,
Yeah, I was playing fetch with the dog,
and it hit us both.
Sorry, I
and it
didn't.
hit you both. Fine, it hit you both. Yeah. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I wrapped it up in a
I was
cloth.
so tense throughout that entire thing. Now I suddenly realise I need the toilet.
And then we had
Yeah.
a lovely
That
time
was
with
so
the
damn
guys.
tense.
Sorry, I wasn't great there.
Right,
I made
we-
some mistakes.
That's all right.
Shall we call it here then?
Yeah. So from looking at chat, I need to get this chat thing working. So it says who chats. I think it's the Watcher.
The Watcher and Matt
Yeah.
are doing a lot.
So we'll make it more fun. The Watcher.
Oh, no.
You can pick someone to have a negative, and Matt, you can pick someone to have a positive, and it can be me to have the positive. I'm just going to point that out.
I technically still have a negative because I didn't have to.
We double
Is
negative.
it-
I didn't
Nah,
do
it got used up.
anything.
It got used up.
It doesn't
Oh, did it?
continue
Okay.
over.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll use it up. Sorry, it was a bit lopsided. It wasn't. So we'll give you a second.
I've still got Tides of Chaos engaged as well from last time.
No.
So we could still have a wild magic at any moment.
Okay. So who did I give the positive to? Watcher, wasn't it? Or did I give him the negative?
Watcher had the
Negative.
negative.
Negative goes to red.
Red has got a bad as well.
Negative?
Yeah.
Why did I give you a negative?
Next round.
So
No,
Matt,
Wait a second.
No?
Wait,
no, Watcher was positive.
was Watcher positive, Matt was negative?
No, it was Watcher was negative.
Oh, we'll just listen back.
Okay. So
No,
Watcher.
I can't see the chat. at the moment.
Watcher just
Watcher,
said no.
you've got a negative to give someone. And is it red? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's red. Is it red?
I thought, wait.
Wait.
Yeah. So Matt's got the positive.
Everybody shush for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Let them sort it out.
This is the most fun. Oh, the suspense is killing
Well,
me.
now they've stopped.
Red.
Yes!
Why?
Watcher. Mucho lovo.
Matt of the year 2040 is thinking.
That the positive to save Ivan, he was about to get mullet. That was good.
Because Watcher gave a
I
positive.
didn't get
Matt's given you a positive.
I didn't get a positive.
No, I got a positive
right.
last time from Watcher.
Oh, this is the best. I'm going to give Red a reroll for good
Some
roleplay.
inspiration.
Yeah, an
Or
inspiration.
Thank fuck, Jesus.
And I'm going to give Strahd. Thank you, Adam. You are a just and wonderful God. And I'm going to give Matt one for good and Constance one for undeadness.
Oh.
Sorting out all the bodies was nice.
Manual
Like
labour.
when she was like, No, I'm going to deal with this now. This is the clear problem for me. That was Constance. I liked where that was. So it was a bit lopsided. I wasn't overly over the moon with how I was on that one. When are we playing next?
Next week sometime.
Yeah,
Next week.
Because everyone was saying, let's do a double whammy. It's like,
I can't do Wednesday.
I can do tomorrow.
I mean, I can technically do tomorrow. I could do
We
it
can
any
do
point.
tomorrow.
Well,
So
That's up to you,
can
probably,
you call. Why can't you do tomorrow, Matt?
After this journey, I don't want to do that again tomorrow.
I never want to leave my house again.
Just leave work earlier. Just be like, oh,
I did. I left work
leave
earlier.
at lunchtime, mate.
Did you really?
I cut my lunch short to leave early, so I'm getting here early. And I got here late. It was so slow, the trains.
Oh, no.
So I'm unrested.
Matt 2040 is running his
level 1
first.
exhaustion.
My advice, Matt, is to go for a TPK. Just like have them all make a party and just kill the party completely, and then be like, right, now make new characters.
That's the thing. For a second, I was like, oh shit, I don't have a new character. I don't have any. I don't have an idea.
Yeah, turn 1, just wipe them.
Well, we're going back to Wales after this weekend, so it'll probably be Thursday.
So
I
can do any day next week.
think
I'm
I
easy.
can do pretty much any day because it'll only be the second week of term.
Next week, Thursday?
I could do any day but
Next
Wednesday.
Next week,
Thursday.
Thursday?
I'll double check
week,
my
Thursday.
timetable, but I should be fine.
long.
It is.
Oh, yeah, I need to change the timer.
Yeah. Well, we do next week's Thursday, definitely, because we're down for grunts.
Yeah.
And then we're
I
around
don't
for a full
think
week.
I should.
Then we're
have,
around for a full week as well.
I don't think I should have anything because there'll be no parents' evenings for at least 3 weeks, so I should be fine.
Should be good.
So
Cool.
that's the 7th.
So me and Red can find out if we die.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll see if Jackal gets smashed by a hammer. Mace.
Yeah.
So is that next Thursday?
Hey, I helped him. He shouldn't kill me.
Oh, hey,
I
that's
did what he
next
wanted.
Thursday.
For sure.
Strahd likes people who do what he wants. He succeeded in his
Cheers,
motivation.
everyone who watched. Hopefully, by next Thursday, we will have the new art
New art.
from.
Was
For
that
those who are new to
ironically
watching,
bad art?
I
Maybe
humbly
bad art. I
promise
wanna be
to
the
spend
first one.
absolutely every penny and probably more from all of the Twitch subscriptions if you've got Amazon Prime, or any bits that you give us. You can get bits from watching adverts. I didn't know. There's like a way to do it on art. So the art we're currently doing is Art Done Badly of Hessia, and then we'll do a poll for who it should be after that.
I'm quite sad that you were doing inspiration points this week when Hessia didn't do anything. And last week when I think she was the star of the show. I have to say.
I'll try and remember.
Okay.
She dealt with that ghost in the abbey brilliantly.
Yeah, sometimes I remember to do it. Sometimes I don't. I need to remember it all the time.
In her own special way.
That's not stressful that was. My hair is coming out.
Right, I need to update the little DM screen.
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
we're
think-
way out.
So I could move the chat window into that little section there.
Which little section?
Where the DM screen, the characters are.
Oh, where the
I
art
think that
panel.
needs an update.
Yeah, I could move that to the other side, and then there have what's going on in the Twitch chat, so people who watch it on YouTube can see the Twitch chat. Maybe.
Oh, that'll be alright. I think it works. At least,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm easy. And I also want to do like a LARP chat sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we've been saying that for ages.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably a day when I can't.
No. We get Matt to come to. We get Matt to come to an island up,
Yeah.
and then.
Then he can talk about LARP.
Then he can talk
Yeah.
about
So
LARP.
nice and easy. What's a nice easy island?
I mean,
to
this
start?
weekend.
5K.
No. Flying lead.
Flying Lead, come through.
Got the accent already, mate.
Yeah, like I got some private messages and comments
Yeah.
on the Facebook group and saying like people remember the one we did ages ago. People really
Oh,
enjoyed.
the character gen
Yeah,
one.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking
We
about.
did. Yeah.
people really enjoyed it. So it's like pick a theme and then just talk about that for a bit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Well, I
that.
think since that last chat, we've all got new characters now.
Yeah. So we could do try and start again, and then open it up to what the theme should be.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
And we got your one-off to do sometime soon as well.
I need to finish it first. So those who don't know, we've written a one-shot, and we got given some money to do art for it, and we're going to do a professional layout-ish, and Matt's going to do a map. And then we'll do the one-shot and also give away the PDF for it.
Pretty good.
And it's kind of being sponsored. Matt's read it already.
Ooh.
Spirit of the Rabbit, isn't it?
No, it's not that at all. Yeah, it's totally that. It's awesome. And then you can run it for your own friends. So we're getting... can we put up the red art again?
I really want to see
I love it.
I really want to see a gay version of that.
Oh,
What, the gay version of...
Gabriel.
I you said a gay version, I was like...
Gabe, G-A-B.
I want to say gay.
I want to see a gay version.
I want to see a gay version.
Just
and
like-
a gay version. I want to see a
Like
gay
seductively
version.
astride the wolf.
Yeah.
Um,
Pin-ups.
That's an idea. Pin-up art of our characters.
Pin-up of Jackal.
Oh my
There you
god.
go.
On a-
Full body
Just
pillow.
glistening.
I would say like on a plane or maybe like a horse cart. That'd be amazing.
Nice.
Steam tank.
Constance, like everything else is off except the wimple.
Yeah.
Like armored bra,
Full head.
a
Yeah.
little bit smaller if you can. Sorry.
armored bra, armored pants,
Um,
wimple, and like a sword.
I want some fan art. I reckon
hammer,
fan art of
surely.
Jackal will probably be really expensive. Though.
I think it's going to be very, very
To be
good.
fair, I would
How
like
the hell
to see
do you...
how the French nurse that did
This one.
Red.
I think he's French or Italian. He's really cool. He watches the show as well.
nice.
It'd be nice to have a full character
He was
set
saying
in
that it's like really...
Yeah.
When he's doing art, it's
Maybe.
good background noise.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's nice.
So...
I think then we should all get one from that.
In the
And I
French
will
art.
actually,
In that
I would
style.
happily
I
put
really
money.
want more.
Yeah,
yeah.
put money in for
I
that.
don't know. I think all of you should need to get character ones of. I will draw your D&D character badly.
Well, I'm getting one of those.
Oh,
I'm
it's
very
the best.
excited. I'm very
So good.
excited for that.
I'm just gonna.
how much was it? It was like
I want to blow out the chat with my
£4,000.
4,000.
That'd be.
He,
blowing on my
his like
cat
top
on my
one
face.
now is, I will do your whole party. But it's like £20. I'm like, I can't spend £20 on bad art.
Wait, hang on, wait, but you are though.
It's ironic bad art.
Yeah,
Come on.
4. Yeah, 5 times 4 is 25.
And just get him to like.
It's 20, but
So
yeah.
you might know.
Before
Oh
they're
yes,
ready,
yeah.
So we can get one of all of us and then one of Adam.
Yes.
There you go, 25 quid.
Yeah.
Get a party one and an Adam one. I want him like behind his screen just going.
Like
Holding up the dice.
And a granddad jumper in the background.
Right.
All subscribers like the chat with my
Oh, anyway,
face.
20 past. Jeez, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. Right, cheers watching everyone.
Bye. Thanks, sir.
You stinker.
Oh, I need to be so bad.
You're there all weekend.
Oh, sorry,